What's happening, folks, and welcome to the Season 1 review of Rebuilding Juventus. If you're excited for this episode, hit the like button down below and subscribe for daily FM content on the channel. Sometimes 2 videos a day, depending on what I'm recording outside of Let's Plays. So, yes, in case you're wondering, this is what I do every year in the season. I do an episode like this. We'll look at what's going on, look at the season coming up, and go and all the rest of it. So, spoiler alert. There's going to be a season 2 because I don't want to end this. I don't really have any series planned at the end of the year, really. So I want to keep going to win the Serie A and Club World Cup and all that kind of stuff, really. Try and do that with them. And we'll see where we end up being at the end of that. So, yeah, if you haven't seen the Champions League final, then obviously, spoiler alert, go check it out because we won the Champions League final. So, let's go. New arrivals. I want to say, I love this screen. It makes doing a season review episode so much easier. So as you can see, they get signings, new signings. We did mainly one, wasn't it? Really, which was Eric Garcia, which was I think a great signing for us. £30 million, a lot of money. Basically our budget, really, essentially. But I think a really good signing. He's been very, very good. And obviously, you know, average rating was obviously Bremer's a good signing for them as well. I think he's good. He's a good player. Bremer and Garcia are my best centre backs. They really, really are. So let's go to season results. So they are frustrated that I didn't challenge for the title. I would argue that you got to look at it from the point of the whole season. I was right there for the whole season. I think it's a bit harsh to give it a C because yeah, all right, we didn't challenge at the end, but we were so close towards the end. It basically. I prioritised fitness for Champions League final, and I won Champions League final. So I think it's a bit harsh, but I don't think we're going to win the title anyway. I think in a one-off game, as we showed in the Champions League final, we can do it. But over the course of the season, we weren't consistent enough in enough games to get that title win. But we did win this. How I won that final, I have no clue. But look at the form in the Champions League. The performances weren't always there, but we lost 2 games total. One didn't matter because it was an opening group stage game, and the second one was a game that was very close. So, yeah, we beat Barcelona. We beat Barcelona, obviously, in extra time. Penalties. So, we did all right, Champions League, and the pressure's done it off me now in a way because we've done that now. We've done the big thing. But I want to just continue to do a long-term save with somebody for you on YouTube for a change. Obviously, we're getting to the point now where I don't have any save ideas going forward, other than Man United, where I don't want to do Man United series this year. I want to do it next year maybe if I do one. But yeah, delighted with that, and let's see if we can win more of them. The Coppa Italia locked out by AC Milan. Again, no disgrace there. Honestly, moments to remember: biggest win, the 4-0 victory over Empoli. I would take issue with this one here. Much to remember. Surely it's got to be the Champions League final. The first one is 96, and that's not the moment to remember. I think that's a bit of a weird one. Goal of the season, do something for our hitch. I'm trying to remember this goal. Is it the one when he volleys it from outside the box? I don't remember this goal. I remember one, but I think the one I'm thinking of was against Fiorentina. So let's see if it's what I think it is. If it's long ball over the top. Oh, it is the one when he... Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's that one. No, it's similar. Okay, it's got a better one than that. There's one when he goes to the far post, that corner, and he kind of like chests it and turns and volleys it. Not a bad goal. Is it goal of the season? I don't know. Finances are still okay. Obviously, we'll see what budget we have for the new season. But we can now really start to build a team now because we've got the Champions League way earlier than I thought we would. How I lined up? Yeah, that's basically it. I'd agree with that. In fact, that's bang on, actually. I still don't know if this is going to work. Though, I'm saying this now. It won the Champions League for us. I just feel like we need to... This midfield I'm not quite sure about. Still, I'd like to go to a 4-2-3, but I don't have the to do it. Accolades, nothing there major. Dynamic manager, let's look what happened here. As you can see here, you're hired, one for the future. Form which we finished rivals into. That's the game it should be. That was a great result. That defeat, yeah, game to forget. Won Champions League, great goalkeeper. He got an award for that, obviously. So yeah, overall, very pleased with that. So they're pleased with the overall progress. 4 years ahead, becoming the most regular team in the world. Already ahead of schedule. Won Champions League. That helps. Delighted with the ball culture of getting first 123. Everything's going really well, surprisingly. So let's go for the end of the season plans and just great reaction. We should be at latter stages, because I would say win it, but it's a hard competition to win back to back. Only one team's done it, and that is Real Madrid. So where should we go for our pre-season tour? Go to the States. Seems like the fit thing to do, doesn't it? So yeah, Pokemon Manager of the Year. Okay, and just request that to the box. So, do we have any news on budget for next season? I mean, it's not updated fully, but we'll come back to it. I'll keep continuing and see updates, the actual full budget, segmentation, that kind of thing. I still feel like this team midfield is a bit light in terms of quality, but it depends what I can do in the transfer market. I do have a system in place that I didn't do. Clates did it, a YouTuber. He did it with like how to sell players to create a bidding war. So that I'll try and do that in the summer to get more money in. But the main question is what the hell do I do with Paul Pogba? Obviously now, actually, I'll come back to you when they update the budget and new season starts, because right now it's still waiting for all the money to come in, all that kind of stuff. So I'll come back to you when that kind of changeover happens. Okay, folks, here we are. So the season expectations for the second season, they want us to perform to a fair level of responsibility. We've got Real Madrid, so there's that. Champions League, we've quarter-final minimum. Again, that's doable depending on the draw. And Serie A, we've got to qualify for Champions League for the league. We should be able to do that. So, obviously, there's a lot of players coming in and out of the club at the minute. We've got a very heavy bank balance now for £188 million. The budget adjustments, we're going to wait until all this stuff completed. These players are all leaving, some are coming back. So, these are all going to update in the next few minutes. So, yeah, I mean, the question now is, it's going to be a lot of getting rid of Deadwood and trying to bring in some measure of quality into the squad. It's going to be difficult because I found selling players on Football Manager to be difficult for a while. But I'm hopeful this new system of like creating an auction system at Clates, go on his channel, guys, and check it out. It's got a really good system. And it's basically you agree a fee with somebody, like 2.5 million, offer them out for 2.8 again after you've agreed the fee. Offers come in for that. You reject the one you just agreed to 2.5 and then accept all 2.8 and do it again and again and again and again until you get to a point where no more offers come in. So you try and get more much you can. It's difficult for me because I find the transfer system seems to be leaning more towards easier to buy a player than it is to sell one. Like it's easier to agree fee with somebody than buy it and try. It's easier. It's easier for the AI to get money out of you than you to get money out of the AI. AI just is very stingy with its transfer fees. So the summer is going to be interesting to see where we go. From this is taking forever to update. This is probably because it's the it's the season. This needs to be updated. Not bastards. I've got a really fast processor in here. This should not take this long to do, honestly. But anyway, so yeah, a lot of players won't be in the squad next season. I'm going to be moving some out, but I've also got to be careful. I can't just overblow the money on stuff. I don't think with that. I think fullbacks are what I may focus on. Striker wise, I may bring a young striker in if I can find one. I think a young striker could be an option, but again, depends on the options I've got. I have to assess them again. I do feel like I need a right winger. Definitely. Di Maria's wrong side of 30. It's okay, guys. I'll come back to when it's updates again. This is ridiculous, this. Right, so it's finally updated, guys. It took 5 years, but we're here. So as you can see, lots of incoming, lots of money coming in, and players leaving, and loan deals ending, and all that kind of stuff. So let's see. Wow, this is taking forever to load. I do think we need to do this. What we need to do on FM is update the game to see how people are playing it. because it takes too long at times to update stuff. So we've got £168 million now on the budget. We can adjust the budget to a bit more, to £58 million. We are spending slightly on the wages a bit there with that, but we are going to be moving players on. So new season, the schedule looks like this. We've also got obviously got the Super Cup against Real Madrid. That's going to be an episode in itself because it's a big game. I don't think I'm going to do an episode where I just do transfers and summarize the window. I don't think I am. It depends on how much I do, but the penciled in schedule for the new season, season 2, will be the start, will be the Madrid game there, Napoli and Genoa, Roma and Milan. So they're the episodes that I'm eyeing up right now. Obviously, there's Champions League draws to go in there as well. I wish you could filter in and put the schedule in there to see, but of course we'll see what group we get and go from there. But that's the current penciled in schedule for episodes for the start of season 2. So if we look at the B, are they in the B team or are they in the other one? So we've got players like Arthur, Zakaria, Rivera's going to be in the first next season, so that's a nail uncertainty. Weston McKennie, I don't think I want to keep him next season, but again, there's a argument to say we should keep him. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be fascinating for me to see what I can do and who I can move on. I do feel like Pogba's one that I can definitely see myself shifting on. I just can't have him in that team with that kind of where is he? Where is the dwelling on the ball more on? There he is. If he gets rid of that, I'll do it. But he's on £170 a week. Liverpool did want him. I can see myself shifting him on because I just don't rate him. He frustrates the hell out of me. I don't trust him either. So I think we can move him on. The tactic, this is what I've got right now. The alternative, I think I've got an alternative here, is a 4-2-3-1. I'm leaning more towards doing this because I've got a young lad here who I want to try and use, and I don't want to use him out wide because I don't think they have the pace to do it. But I think a 4-2-3-1 is something I really want to try and use going forward. I think we can still have the 4-3-3 as a backup tactic for like when we're struggling, but I think a 4-2-3, what I would do would be a deep line playmaker here. I'd have a ball-win midfielder in here, and then you'd have basically this is the same. That'd be what I'd go with. I think in the summer the priority is going to be getting assigned a fullback. Let's have a look and see what they actually recommend in that regard. Left back, more importantly, Malacia. Really? I mean, he's not terrible. Again, I'll just have to scout these guys. Malacia, I never really used him because I've not done Man United save all year, believe it or not. Oh, hell no. No. Calvin Bassett. This name sounds familiar. Probably because I haven't watched Rangers once. So yeah, let's look at what they recommend for right back. Let's just clear this first, and then look at what they want for right back. Because they're the areas I want to do. Mario, Vanderson, Max Aarons. Max Aarons is actually a good shout, but again, I just worry about the lack of technical ability there. That could be a problem. Vanderson. Okay, so again, it's there are options. There are options there. Jean Mario. Again, I'll have to look around and see what I think and see what's available, and then move some players on. Striker-wise, we've got options. Again, I don't know if we can do better. It depends on who I move on, who I keep. Really, honestly, I could keep Milik. It's $6 million to keep him. It's not the worst idea in the world. With the idea would be that you keep Milik, you move on. People, Moskins or Kale George, move him on because I just don't believe he's going to be good enough. I just don't think he's going to be good enough. I think we'll do better with our options, and you look at the dev center as well. You got to factor this into the equation as well. Now doing long-term save with them. Well, are they in the teams? It shows that we're doing striker here. Yeah, so you've got someone like this, for example. Young players like this I want to try and bring through into the team. So yeah, I think we move Kale George on, keep Milik, and then buy a really young striker who we then loan out. That's what I'm leaning towards at the minute. But again, I have to do my scout reports. all that kind of stuff. I don't have a name in mind. Let's see what, actually, while we're here, I may as well use this guy and see what it recommends. For striker, okay, clear that off because I can't do that with that there. Striker, let's have a look. It's basically the guys I thought they'd go with. Vitinha's one that he's not terrible, but I don't think he's worth the money. Ivan Nilsson, never used this guy. Never used him. How many goals did he get last year for Porto? 23, 30, so not bad. Again, possibility. This guy, I really want to use this year. I just don't think he'd want to stay around as a backup option. I would go for somebody really, really young, like at 17, 18, something like that, because that means I can develop them. I could keep them as well in the squad, but it depends on how much they cost. And again, it's down to who I can move on, really, at this point. Where I can move on and shift from this from this team, honestly. There's a lot of players that I think we can move on in the B team. And it's going to be a really interesting summer. The good thing about this save now, like I say, is we've got this big thing off our heads. We've won it. We've got the Champions League secured. The pressure's off. It's just me. That's the big thing that gets me annoyed in saves. When I'm doing well in the league, I'm doing well in the cups, but I cannot get this bloody thing won. Now I've done it. We're done. So we are going to be in the Club World Cup, which I'm going to just. Is it on there to do this? Yeah. So that's in 2025. So it's a long way to go for that. But we are going to show that. We are going to be in it. This save will go on all year to the end of FM. It might be a daily series where we just keep going. I don't have any save plans after this one. I do have save ideas, but they're going to be they're going to be like their ideas for next year's game. So I'm just looking to do them. I may do like a decent Premier League side if I get Saxon and Sunderland. But this save I want to keep going. It's a save I'm really happy with. I'm really enjoying being in Juventus. I still want to try and get into a long-term save and see young players develop and all that kind of stuff. Of course, I want to keep my job, but I can't see myself getting sacked in this save because, one Champions League already. So, yeah. So, any thoughts, guys, on young strikers that we can maybe go for? You think are really good options? I'll catch you guys all in the next episode, which will be the Super Cup final. And then Napoli in January is kind of what I'm leaning towards after that. And we'll see where we go from there. Obviously, there will be cup draws in there, Champions League, that kind of stuff. So we'll see where we're at. But yeah, I'll catch you guys next episode. And until next time, thank you so much for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. And I'll catch you guys all in episode 1 of season 2. And I hope you guys are looking forward to that as much as I am. Until next time, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.